reminds me of what was that when they went? What they go 10-1 or 9-0? Is that
10 and
23?
1, 2023. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
get those vibes. I do.
well, and that,
Going on. So, for those who are still watching new, or if you're still here, I'm going to repeat it again. The restriction of AI has come into the YouTube world, and our show, which was based off certain things, are now under that restriction rule. So now we are now rebranding our shows and rebranding the platform as Money Pot Sports. You will still get the same content. It will sound a little bit different and repackaged in a way where we're not getting restricted. If you are watching this and you don't log into YouTube, please log into YouTube. Set your age and all that stuff so you do see our content. If you don't log into YouTube, you don't have to. Make sure your restrictions are off so you see all our content. And as always, hit the like, hit the subscribe, join to become a Money Team member. We have all kinds of tiers. We had our first live guest last week on the show, which was great. And we're looking to do it again. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend, as I always say.
and that's what we're here to talk about. That's where I'm
Yeah, I
here to
get those
pump some
vibes.
brakes and some things, about that. This isn't quite 2023. I don't want people to get that skewed. We can bring up a couple of players that were playing for there later, on that team, and some coaches where they are now and all that. So I think this team is much more built to handle adversity. But I do think that outside of a week 5 bye, which is now week 9 for this team, I think that they have a sort of identity crisis that they're sorting through. But I think it's a matter of how do they sort through this in the best way? Because I think we can, if we're going to go ahead and lean into some takeaways here, I just want to say one thing. Regardless of stats, Jalen Hurts continues to be a vocal, a how do I put it, a more pronounced leader on the sideline. We're seeing so much more footage of him not sitting there with the towel over his head, Cam Newton style. He's walking up and down the sideline. He,
Hater.
he's much more involved. You know what I mean? He seems to
Yeah.
be. He seems to. I think we can both agree. We don't put Jalen Hurts in the top 3 of quarterbacks in the NFL. Neither of us do. I think I'm a little higher on him than Nate is, but I will say we both agree that he has taken a step forward in leadership, and that is being shown. And I think that there's a lot of guys buying in, and there's a couple that could be not. But I think that was part of what we touched on in the offseason show is that this team has some things to clean up, and it's cash related, it's money related. This team has some things that they have to sort out, and it's very hard in the NFL to balance out the business side and the flat out just win games in the best way possible at the same time. And so here we are 4 weeks into the season. This team's 4-0, and yet there's people pounding the table for questions about the offensive coordinator and the passing game.